Hello there, Taurus. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Taurus for May of 2021. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Makes all you Taurus named Frankie for the time of the reading, I suppose. So look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month. I don't think these cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme for the month. This is an interesting reading. We got good words there: commitment, responsibility, purification. And when I hear the word purification, I think I've cried more than enough tears over everything that's going on in my life. So I don't know about one of those, but this doesn't quite, unless the one card could possibly mean that I'm upset because I don't know anything. But love and education also are all in here. Commitment, responsibility, purification, love, and education. And boy, we got love coming right off the bat here for Taurus. We got the Page of Cups energy here, and look at his little face. I love the Page of Cups. Now it's going to be male or female energy. It will be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces type energy. Usually a younger person, but I like the look on their face. It's like I pulled the rabbit out of the hat, but it's the fish out of the cup, and they're like so shocked and so surprised. They expect approval for what they've just done, some kind of approval. So it's a younger person, usually younger than us, or maybe immature, but they're bringing us some kind of a message. And the message is going to be about love. So like our word down here, love. And it means, could be an engagement or a wedding, something like that, but something where there's some type of inherent emotional risk involved in it. So the circumstances, they're exciting, but they're extremely scary all at the same time. And it's like something like, I'm trying to think of examples, would be like a sudden elopement. Maybe my kid comes and says, guess what, Mom, I got married over the weekend, or something like that. If it does represent us, there's an idea that we have going on in our head that we are ready to take an emotional risk on, and no one or nothing is going to dissuade us from doing it. It's like, I've made a commitment to this, and this is what I'm going to do, and nobody's going to stop us. And we can get pretty stubborn when we make decisions about something we really want. So if you make one this month, make a commitment to it and step up to the plate. Make sure it's something that I love and that I choose to be responsible for. Because we have those words in here, and I want to say choose to be responsible for, because sometimes we get so many things on our plate at one time. Is it going to be a choice, or somebody else adding it on? Like this is an extra added attraction. So for some of us, it might be the kid telling us, guess what, and giving us the big surprise, or and nothing going to happen, or us, our own selves, saying, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, and no one's going to stop me from doing it. Because our next card here is a major arcana, and it's the Fool. Usually you can see a hill, a cliff in front of this guy. He has his little dog, his sandwich all packed. He has the white rose of innocence right in his hand, and he's going to just step right off that cliff and not even begin to look. at what's coming up, and the little dog's going to go right with them. So this is a card of being out of sync with the whole rest of the world, but we're out of sync in this really type of positive way. We might want to go forge ahead on our own. Our experiences are different from what everyone else is experiencing around us, so they don't feel the same way that we feel. They're thinking, oh, this is risky, Taurus, this might be a mistake, blah, 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 trying to talk us out about it, talk us out of it. But we're hearing this sound like the beat of a different drummer in our head, and that's the beat of our own authentic selves telling us, trying to get our attention and saying, Taurus, it's time. What is it that it's time. What is it that I really love or I want in my life that I'm going to dedicate it to, and no one's going to stop me from dedicating it. This is what I want. I don't mind taking on this extra responsibility because it's going to mean something to me, even if it is maybe a new type of love relationship coming into our lives. Maybe it's like, this is the one for me, and this is what I'm going to go head over heels in for. Or a job, it could be a job, something along those lines. It's all that kind of energy. Because our next card here, though, this is the one that could give us the purification. It's the Moon card, or that I've cried more than enough tears, because the moon illuminates that which has been kept in the dark. So sometimes the moon is shining on something that I don't know yet to make a wise decision, some kind of important information that I need or whatever. It's this unconscious side of life that is basically shining the light on what's going on inside of me. So we're becoming way more perceptive than we used to be. And we got these feelings, like the gut intuition going on with this card, and a lot of inner perceptions that are telling us the right way to go. So it's a time when we can be more in tune spiritually to vibrations, since we're more connected and more committed to the information that the universe or the invisible world out there is sending to us, the world that the moon actually lights. And it can indicate like heightened psychic development also. But the moon card's telling me also, maybe I need to educate myself. Maybe with that Full card, I don't have the word risk in here, but maybe with that Full card, I have to start to think, right? Is there any risks involved in this that are too risky for me to want to take at this time? Instead of like jumping in and fully committing to it before I have evaluated it, educated myself about whatever choices or changes that I'm going to make in my life. So thinking about it like that, I want to evaluate the Full card. Like weigh the pros and cons is what I'm hearing. Weigh what's good about taking this action and what's not so good about taking this action. So think about that also, because next we got the Queen of Cups energy in here. And this is someone that is very, very receptive and approachable. So it's going to be male or female. Once again, it'll be water energy, emotional energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're very approachable person if it's someone outside of me. So it's any kindly person that's in my life that has probably a lot of water in their chart, because I have to remember this is a general reading. So it could just be a kindly person, if that's the case, male or female. It could be me switching from one relationship to another with another cup kind of energy, or, you know, there's another card here, or me switching along that line. But this this next card coming up, because we have two people cards in here. The Queen of Cups is very, very psychic. Their intuitive abilities are very highly developed, but they temper this. They temper their intuition with really mature judgment. Unlike that Page of Cups. The Page of Cups didn't think this energy through. The Page of Cups jumped on it, wants it, and does it spontaneously, where the Queen of Cups evaluates things. This could be, if you're a guy watching this reading, this could be the woman that you're in love with sometimes, or the person that you're really, really in love with that representing this. I'm trying to think here. If it's me, myself, right, and we aren't, we're earth energy, could be being called up to step into this kind of energy. But if it isn't a person, it's a creative endeavor that we are really involved with, and it would have an emotional tone that is extremely positive for us, you know. So maybe the Page of Cups is bringing it in, and the Queen of Cups is maturing the energy, is what I'm thinking, if it is a love relationship. With that Fool and that Moon card in there, in between the page, it's like jumping on some new path that I'm making a commitment to, and then maybe something's being hidden from me and I'm not making the wisest decision or choice around this Page of Cups energy. Maybe I want to pray for illumination. My husband says this little prayer, I think it's out of the Bible in Matthew or something. It's like, there is nothing that is covered that shall not be revealed. And if you pray it and really mean it, people start to show theirself to you. And when someone tells you what they are right up front, believe them. Like if a friend gossips about all the other friends that I have, don't sit down and stand back and say, oh, they'll never gossip about me, because you could be absolutely sure that they are going to gossip about me. It's basically that exact kind of energy, because our next one is us. So this is the Queen of Pentacles energy. So we are actually showing up in our own reading. And this is a person that respects money, but they respect it as a tool, but don't worship it as a god. So they're very good with money. So this is going to be male or female. Once again, water or earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo type energy. If it's somebody outside of me, it will be in an earth sign usually, but male or female. Could be a new love relationship for some of us coming in, or some of us may be switching from that immature Page of Cups energy, right, and going towards a more mature Queen of Cups or a more mature Queen of Pentacles type energy. So this person is an excellent manager of money, and they would favor us, or at least they would be fair to us, you know. They'd be really fair. They could give us good, practical, well-grounded advice, but they want to see any monies that they're going to distribute to produce some kind of a tangible result. They don't give money or just to give it. Let's put it that way. They're got a lot of bucks, let's put it like that. But if I just said, give me money cause I want money, they wouldn't be giving it to me cause they want to keep their money too, or make sure it goes through a wise type of investment. And if it's not a person, it's harvest after much labor and the acquisition of wisdom through experience and through the prudent use of wealth. So prudent use of it. Pentacle energy does not spend frivolously. They usually are filling a need. Now, it's not that we don't like beauty around us, but we want to make sure that what money we spend is used appropriately and maybe not getting wasted on something that's frivolous or silly or just because somebody wants it from us. So some of us, this may be a relation type energy, a switch of thinking in relation type energy. Others of us, it may relate to just moving off on a different path, and standing firm or up for ourselves, taking responsibility, making commitments to new love or maybe new work endeavors, things like that we are going to really enjoy, one way or another. Let's see what that is. Oh, don't stand back. Don't stand. The Queen of Pentacles speaks their mind. Remember that. Assertiveness is our angel card here. It says, this situation can be healed gently and with love. And we have the word love down here as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and your truthfulness with all the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. That's interesting energy to go with this, especially with that moon card in there. At least that's what I think. That's really interesting. Let's find it here. It says you drew this card because you're asking about a situation where you felt victimized. The angels are saying that the situation can only be rectified if you clearly communicate your needs and expectations to others. It's possible to be both angelic and assertive if you call upon the angels for courage and guidance whenever you intend to speak your truth. With practice and loving assertiveness becomes easier. Face the situation directly. Read a book or take a class on assertiveness training. Replace aggressiveness or passive-aggressive behavior with assertiveness. Handle conflict with honesty and love. Tell the truth to yourself and others. This situation's an opportunity for spiritual and personal growth. That's an interesting card to put, especially since that Fool card's in there and the Moon card. It makes me think you have an immature energy and then a more experienced one that may be more suitable or appropriate for me during this time sequence. And paying attention to my money. Really paying attention with that Queen of Pentacles. So I think for some of us, this is going to be a love relationship. Maybe for others, I don't see any rod cards in here. It's going to be like maybe changes in friendships or changes in work situations, like going from one boss to another, that type of energy coming along. But really think about, do I want the responsibility, and am I committed to this choice I'm making? What are the risks? Weigh the pros and cons. And am I willing to take responsibility once I make the choice? It's kind of like that simple, whether it's love, work, or whatever it is. Well, Taurus, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them. I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or if you just want to go neb about me, or if you need an appointment, all of the information's down below the screen in the About section over at the website. And Over at the website are 2 short videos. One explains the prayer class I put out there for y'all. The other, the sutra classes. Prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It explains how you format prayers, why you do them the way you do. And the sutras are simple thought forms. You put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But videos that explain them are over at the website. So to everybody I've met through 5 whole years of YouTubes now, and all of you I've met through 33 years of this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. And hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.